Today I'm going to teach you how to thread using the running stitch. You will have to use the running stitch on your sewing sampler where you're going to be practicing and learning each stitch, as well as on your project. So when I tell you in class, this is your sewing sampler, you're going to make sure you use the line that I've provided for you. Now I've made lines on your sewing sampler to make it easier for you to learn the stitches. However, when it comes to your project, there are going to be no lines for you to be sewing on. So the running stitch is going to go on one of your middle lines. So you have 5 lines. I'm teaching you 4 stitches, so there's 1 extra line in case there are any mistakes. So we're going to choose one of the middle lines. You always come through the back of your sampler. The back of your sampler is the sampler without the lines, because that's where your knots are going to be, and that's the bad side we're going to call. Okay, the good side is where you're learning your stitches and where the pen is. So I'm going to come through the back. I've already threaded and knotted my needle 1 table length and pull it up. And basically the running stitch is small even stitches. So I told you I'm going to continue to say small even stitches, small even stitches, small even stitches. The stitches should be the same size with equal length in between. So hopefully you're able to see that. Got a little knot there. Just fix that. Perfect. Okay, so there's your knot, and I'm going to continue. Go up and down. Okay, so to make this a little bit easier, what you also can do is you can kind of weave it. So you would go like this. You would go down and make even on your sampler. So something like that. And then you would pull it. So you would get 2 to 3 stitches at a time. Okay, some people feel comfortable doing it that way. Some people like to go down and up. So you would do this, and you would try to stay on the line. You wouldn't get points for getting off the line. The line is just to help you learn the stitch. Okay, so the most important part is to make them small and as even as you possibly can. So what some students do is they start off small, and I walk away, and then you tend to make them big. Okay, so at that point, you want a good grade on this, I will tell you to take it out, because I'm going to continue to say small even stitches, small even stitches. I'm going to put it down to make it a little bit easier for myself. And you're going to go the whole length of the line. Now what happens is 1 table length is not enough thread for you to get through to the whole line. So about halfway, you're going to end it, and you're going to have to then rethread your needle. So that's the second part, what I'm going to teach you right now. So you're going to end your knot. You need to end your stitch. Okay, so ending a stitch is going to be done on the side with the knot, your bad side as we call it. So what you do is you go through, I'm going to try to hold it up so you can see a little bit. You're just going to go through a few fibers, a few hairs. You don't want to go through to the other side, so you don't want to see your needle. Okay, you want to hide that, or else that stitch is going to go on your good side. So you're going to go through a few hairs. If you want, you could even flip it over. I don't see a needle. You're going to pull it, pull, pull, pull. You're going to go up, over, and through your loop. So if you just went through your loop, you're not going to get a knot. You're going to go over and through it and pull. So I always have you do that 2 to 3 times. So you want to make sure you have enough thread to end it, or else again you're going to have to take your stitching out. So I go through a few hairs, fibers, I look on the other side, I'm good, go pull, 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 up, over, and through. It's easier when your loop is a little small. So if I just went like that, no good, over and through. I'm going to do it one more time. Go through a few fibers, up, over, and through your felt. Done. So at this point, you are then going to cut. You're not going to cut your knot. You're going to cut right above it. Okay? And then what you're going to do is you're going to rethread your needle, and you're going to continue to go through the rest of your sampler, and then you would end it again. Okay, so I'm going to continue where I left off on the running stitch. Again, I'm going to come back up from the back of my sampler, equal amount in between, pull up, tight, go down. So again, as I just demonstrated, you're only going to get about halfway with the piece of thread. You're going to rethread your needle, knot it, and continue. As I said, you want small, even stitches. So this is what it should look like. Okay, so I'm just bringing it up. Small, even stitches, small, even stitches. I'm going to continue. If I can find my thread. Looks like, again, I have a little bit of a knot, so I just take it from the top, just put my needle under there, and then I'm going to pull it. Like I said, it doesn't have to be perfect on the line, because when you are going to be sewing your project, you're not going to have a line. Okay, you're just going to try to keep your stitching straight, whether it's on the 6th grade project, which is a teddy bear, or the 7th grade project, which is designing your own pillow and sewing. So I'm almost to the end of the line. At this point, again, what I tend to see as a teacher is I see the stitches, because you're at the end, getting bigger. So if you're looking for that 100, which I hope you all are, you're going to keep your stitches small and close